Boop. Oh god, I have made a huge mistake. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Good evening.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Cohh.
How are all of you? What the balls? Oh, yeah, we're here. Awesome.
Hi, Cohh.
Evening, everyone. Okay. Boop. Are we doing this? Oh, team's already here. Let's go. Let's see. Boop.
So can I have you pull up the doc real quick?
Oh.
No, but wait until we're in the arena thing.
Okay.
We can look at the markers.
Cool. Ready to queue up.
I was a second too slow to keep this on part with you.
So Cohh, you're the leader.
Oh, I'm the leader. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Beep. Time for Cohh to do the raid squats like promised. What? Raid squats. Murder Rage, thank you for the 43 months. I appreciate it. Oh, I should have repaired. How bad am I? Am I doable? Am I manageable? 50%. I think we'll be okay. For how much time I have tonight, that should be good. I hope you didn't deal with another Pumbaa today. I did not. No, I did not. I'm still cleaning up from the disaster. And I spent like an hour cleaning out the Roomba last night. That was fun. But we're good. We're good. Where am I at in the story? My last main story mission was... oh, does it not show it here? Oh, maybe I have to get it. Yeah, I may have to get it. So... I think we're just about to start farming the stuff we need for Bismarck. By farming, I mean figuring out how to fight him. We have to get a key out of his belly to progress there. Yeah. Boop. Pepto Bismarck. That's right. Exactly right. Well said. Hey, Chimpy. So I need to fish Bismarck? That is correct, yes. 100%. I'd like to get out on the ocean at night. I think we're getting actually pretty close to 80, believe it or not. Hey, Journeying Gem. Hey, Purple Banana. How are you guys? Boop. Whee! Ba-boom! What do I think of the Ascent? I think I really, really liked it.
Is anybody else liking?
I don't think so.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Pretty smooth.
Okay, I'm having that thing, you know, where Cohh had everybody stop and do nothing in the arena. That's happening to me.
Oh my. Okay. Thankfully, when that happened to me, it happened one time, and then that was pretty much it for the whole evening. So it's only happened once.
Okay. It seems okay right this instant. So, crossing fingers.
Ordinance says, are you likely to finish the Ascent? I think I'm going to. Yep, I think I'm gonna finish the ascent. Mm-hmm. I'm a lucky machinist. I am liking it.
Okay, so we're gonna explain. The biggest problem that we have, obviously, is with the tethers in phase 3 when we're dealing with nerve gas in terms of being able to know which direction to go. If you look right now, you've got number 1, then C, B, and A. What's important to keep track of in phase 3 is where the first nerve gas goes out, because the first nerve gas is always going to be the quarter circle nerve gas. Once you've identified, so let's just say it's number 1, right? Once you've identified that number 1 is where the first nerve gas goes out, you then know that number 1 will be safe for the rest of the rotation, to where the second nerve gas will either go to C and B or A and B. Okay, so if you're, let's say you're at C in this scenario, and you see that it goes off into 1, you know that you either need to move to the right or stay in place. Okay. So the only time that you can predictively cheat, right, and say like, okay, we're going right, is if you are the first nerve gas. Okay, so like if you're in the rotation, you get hit with the first one, you know it's the quarter, then we can say, okay, we're going to the right. Outside of that, you either need to know whether or not like where the safe zone is, or if you're opposite, right? So if it goes off at 1 and you're at B, it's going to be completely random and you need to go to wherever the short side is. So like, let's say it goes off at 1, we're at B, and then C and B gets hit, we know that we need to go to A. And then if we go to A, we can then move immediately back to C. It's a little hard to explain just with these things, but basically what you know is that if you are opposite the first nerve gas, you're going to be hit twice. The quadrant that you're in right now will be hit twice.
Okay.
So like if again, if we're at C and A gets hit first, we know that we're going to we will not be able to predict which way we need to go. But we will know that after we see the first one, we just need to go all the way back into the next one.
Right. So let's say both tanks are on 1, and Cohh, you're stacked on B, and you're tethered with your partner. And first nerve gas goes off at 1, and the second one is going across between A and B. You know that you need to dodge to your right first, which means as soon as that one's up, you need to move all the way to the left to dodge the B and C gas.
Oh,
the most important thing is when it's either on you or opposite you. If it's on you, you know that you can cheat to the right. Everybody knows that to go right first. If it's opposite you, you're going to have to go to whichever the side is the short side. If it's to the left, you know that that's going to be a safe zone for the rest of the phase. If it's to the right, you know that'll be a safe zone to the rest of the phase, to where you'll either stay put or move left or right, depending on which one it is.
Affirmation bongos.
Do you feel comfortable enough to give it a shot and take a look at it?
Oh yeah, let's do it for sure.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Zircon Gaming, what's up, bud?
Pooch.
Spread first, and then stack.
Ads coming out soon. Ads coming out. Akwi will call thunders.
Thunder and Pouty. Flynn.
Weapons node is a little behind, guys.
Weapons nodes at 35.
Daven.
Slow DPS on the other one if we need to. Weapons node is at 15. How are we looking?
Cohh.
Burn them both.
Burn.
Great.
Rotate to B, everybody.
Tank Tether.
Tank header.
Okay, so if it's on us, we will cheat right. Otherwise, we have to go to the short side. We stay here now. Watch for missiles.
Stack first. And then spread.
Make sure that you are damaging the boss by being in. Oh, there's Tether.
Tank Tether.
Tank header, tank header.
Okay, so again, if it's on us, we cheat right. It's on the tank, so go to the short side, whichever the short side is, and then immediately to the other side. Immediately. Nice. Back to B.
Sprint first. And then stack.
Tank tether
Nice.
again.
Okay, so again, if it's on us, we cheat right.
Stack first. And then spread.
Okay, just stay put. Come a little right. All right, use LB3, buddy.
Boom!
That took more time.
Easy. Oh, that was so smooth.
There it is.
Good job, guys. That strategy is what we needed right there to win. That was beautiful.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
Can I get a res in aisle 2, please?
No.
Say please.
How did both of you die?
They got tethered, right? Remember? So one
That was
time.
beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful. Oh my lord. Yes, as Chad is pointing out, that was all about the comms. Great work on the comms.
Thank you.
I at no point had any question about where I was supposed to go, and that was great. That was great.
Yeah, credit to Aqua for making sure that we had nice, clean comms for that.
Yeah, it was super clean. All right, now let's go one shot turn 12. Right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Why, this looks like a model of Dalamud. Yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed at this unchanging view. Trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him, unable to move, denied the release of death, how his hatred for man must have burned. And that hatred found an ideal vessel in Nail Van Darnus. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed, but knowing the true extent of his fury, I am more convinced than ever of the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, his is not the only soul that cries out for vengeance. Ooh, tell him, lady. Okay. That area is bigger than my apartment. Bahamut's complaining too much, shaking my head.
Gods, he is almost whole again.
Voice acting. Whoa. Whoa. Damn, look at this.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on.
I was gonna say, Grandpa's gonna show up.
Grandfather? No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such.
Her voice is so
You
weird.
are but his twisted shame.
I agree, it's a little
The
weird.
thrall of a mad primal.
You were foolish to disregard my warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
Tis the rightness of our path that led us to return. Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren. Your world is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice. 'Twas in the twilight of the third astral era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Allagan Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable in their advance. Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god. Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Allagan's boundless greed and hubris. I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny. As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace.
Good.
Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race. Stand together? Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face. If history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide
Yeah,
your
his voice
different
acting is actually
agendas
kind of
behind
amazing.
The convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Allagan? And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tyrant
Sombrix,
bemoaning
we're not
the
stabbing
evils
yet.
of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louissois. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, and what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth. If you would have them, then you must needs take them by force. Come, Rend this divine form asunder and claim your answers.
Wait, is he turn 12? Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
But I thought... No. He has become a primal?
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
Damn! Commence the stabbery!
Please, for his sake and for ours, you must defeat our grandfather.
I love that I just take out a gun. Yeah, I'll shoot him in the face. Woo! Oh, man, look at this. Phoenix. All right, what are we doing here?
Zaven will explain once we get markers set up.
Cool.
Cohh, if you want to keep track of what I'm saying, I've posted another document in the folder.
Okay.
So, we're starting with phase 1, where the boss does 2 important abilities for the raid that are Black Fire and White Fire. We will position all the DPS at point A behind the boss, the healers at point B to his side, and the off tank at C on the other side.
Hold on, Zabe, I think you've got the A and 1 mixed as far as the markers are concerned on the ground.
No, it's horrible. Oh yeah, wait.
Technical difficulties, stand by.
Okay.
Super Godo, yes, yes.
That
I'm gonna finish up
doesn't
Chernobyl and
change what I
Ascent and then
said.
go back to
DPS
that.
at A behind the boss. Healers at B, off tank at C, tank at 1. In the first phase, he will then drop a Black Fire on 1 healer, 1 DPS, and the off tank. As soon as the effect is on the ground, everyone move away from the position to not trigger a raid-wide AoE caused by the Blackfire.
Okay.
The players that were affected by the Blackfire will immediately after get another debuff that is Whitefire. Whitefire is an AoE explosion that will damage everyone and the players that got it. And you will move close to the Blackfire with your Whitefire debuff to get the Whitefire debuff on the Blackfire because it makes them easier to kill.
Okay.
Then we will kill off all the Blackfires and go back into position and wait for the next set of Blackfire and Whitefire.
So Whitefire, you'll have a white blossom over your head when you have it, and then you'll see a circle around you. You need to make sure at least 1 Blackfire is within that circle.
Okay. Bongo check. Bongo check.
Additionally, in the phase, we will get ad spawns, which are small phoenix. We will have the off tank aggro it we will kill the first one right under the boss, and the second and third one will be taken off to the side and then killed. We will wait for the. You will wait for my call out until it's in position. I will call out when we will use the edge. And that's phase 1. At 80% boss HP, he changes his abilities to 2 other abilities. First off, we can position ourselves more loosely in the arena. You have to stay away from the player who gets the Brand of Purgatory debuff, which will be marked by a green or purple marker over his head. Because if you get too close to him, you will get this debuff, and we don't want it. We have 2 dedicated players which will take over this debuff.
Thank you, Jobri. Appreciate your 10 bomb.
Then we will still have Benuets to kill in this phase, but that still works as in phase 1.
Thank you,
and then
Jobri.
We have the blue fire and red fire.
Really appreciate
blue fire
that, buddy.
will be indicated by a random player getting a blue marker that looks like a blue flower over his head. You will move with this marker over his head to the area where we are standing now, here behind the boss. Drop it far away from the boss so he can't absorb the big puddle it will spawn. As soon as the effect is on the ground, you can move out and just let it stay there. Then he will cast a red fire, which will spawn a fireball that has a tether to 1 player in the raid. Stay away from the fireball, everyone, because it will cause raid-wide damage and vulnerability debuff. I will deal with getting rid of the red fire. That's phase 2. Then we will move into phase 3, where the boss will go to the other side of the arena and be immune in an instant death field like the one we did before. All the eggs will be revived where we killed them, but they will retain their aggro on the tanks. The tanks will split up in the arena and we will kill one egg after the other. If we kill one, it will be revived once as a bigger bird, and if we kill it the second time, it won't respawn again. Phase 3 will end when we have dealt with all the eggs. And then we get to the last phase, where we will once again have a loose formation. The Brand of Purgatory debuff will be cast again on 1 player, who will drop it on the main tank. Just walk close to the main tank, wait a moment until the debuff appears over the main tank, and leave again. Then at some point he will spawn a fountain of fire somewhere in the arena on a player. After the puddle is on the ground, move out of it, and we will have the off tank and me and Pouty deal with this mechanic. Just stay away from it, the others. And additionally, there will be 2 or 3 birds in the arena that will either do straight line AoE you have to move out of, or tether to a player and charge them after a few seconds.
Are the
straight line AoE is there's a ground effect that appears that you just said
it shows.
For the tether, is that player going to get hit?
That player will be hit, but move the tether out of the way of other players, and other players don't stand in the way of the tether.
Got it.
Yeah, if you can move it to the outside of the circle, do it. But if you're like in the center, don't try and go all the way across, and making it hard for other people to avoid.
If it's through the middle of the arena, just stay put so the others can move out of the way. And that's the boss basically.
There will be fire puddles during that last phase too that you'll need to avoid.
He will cast Flames of Rebirth and then there will be a huge AoE puddled in the arena. Just dodge that. Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Firebolt says you look tired. Another hard day.
Any questions?
Dude, having a 4 and a 2-year-old and a new house with always stuff to do means I'm tired every day. I can just go to sleep right now.
I think we should pull and see a few times.
Yep,
He's
let's do it.
Okay.